Hello, class. Hello, professor. My name is Benjamin Bates, and today I'm going to be answering one of the questions for the week in our discussion. The first question is: How has Microsoft Word changed over the years? Versions 2003, 2007, 2010, 2013, 2016, etc., etc. And the second question is: What is your experience in Microsoft Word? Have you used it before? And the third question is: How would you explain Microsoft Word and how to use it to someone who has never seen it before? So I'm going to kind of go out of order. So I'm gonna start off with the last question. How would you explain Microsoft Word and how to use it to someone who has never seen it before? So if you've never seen Microsoft Word before, basically Microsoft Word is a interface where you can basically type up documents, you can make resumes, templates, you can do flyers, just about anything that needs typing, that needs text. That's really all that is. So imagine you writing a letter to your friend, to someone. That's the same thing as Microsoft Word, but it's just digital. So in the same sense, you can pull up old files, you can edit files, you can probably edit PDF files if there's like a tool or widget or something of some sort. You can edit the lining of your document if you want double space or single space. You can change the indentation. You can change the margin lines. Basically, Microsoft Word is a way for you to type and a way for you to compose documents or compose some type of context to whatever degree that you're trying to do it in, whether it be a flyer or a text or letter or whatever you're typing. But it's just a way how to keep things organized, and that's kind of basically what that is. I mean, there's a lot of options. There's tools that you can use. Um, yeah, so that's kind of like what the breakdown about that is. What is your experience in Microsoft Word and how have you used it before? This is question number two. So my experience in Microsoft Word is I've used it for resumes, I've made templates, I have used it for basically all of my college career. And that's kind of what that is. I mean, like that's really the gist of me using Microsoft Word, just writing letters and citing my papers and essays and stuff like that. I mean, that's really all that I really use Microsoft Word for, just college schoolwork. Schoolwork period. I haven't really used it outside of work. I mean, outside of school. Only times that I've really used it is when I had to compose like cover letters for scholarships or like certain jobs or internships. But that's really pretty much that, and resumes as well too. So that's really what I've done with that. Um, the first question, which I'm doing last, is how has Microsoft Word changed over the years? And according to knowtechie.com, KNOWTECHIE.com, they have like a chart, which I'm gonna see if I can kind of copy and paste the chart and kind of put it in my post. They have a chart from when Microsoft Office or Microsoft, I guess, yeah, Office had started back in like 1988 and up until 2016. That's kind of like, what this chart goes up to because this article was written in, I believe, 2015, 2016, 2015. So to kind of start it off, Office, Microsoft, basically in 2007, what we have here is we have Microsoft Office 2007 was released in January of 2007. What that consisted of was there was a new ribbon interface that was introduced. It was easier to produce professional documents, and there was new tools added to Microsoft Office, and there was a fluent user interface for the consumers. So the next one was 2007. I'm sorry, that was 2007. I skipped 2003. In 2003, I meant to start on that one. Office 2003 had improved functionality, security toolbars, and icons, and it was neatly arranged, had features under the menu tabs. So it went from that to having the ribbon interface that I previously had mentioned. Um, and it had new tools that were added to it. So basically, it had new tools added to it. It said fluent user interface, so I'm assuming maybe like the aesthetics have probably changed, but that's just my assumption. In 2010, let's see, we have Office 2010 was released in June of that year. What it consisted of, it had improved productivity experience. Users were able to keep in touch on the move and the use of the same applications from PCs, smartphones, and web browsers. So I'm gonna assume that it was more mobile, had a lot of mobility. I guess it was more applicable to smartphones and smart devices, and that kind of things, which is kind of cool. So you don't have to constantly be stuck at the desktop all day. You can kind of just be on the move and have like everything connected. So that's kind of cool too. 2013, Office 2013 was released in January of that year. What that consisted of was it had a new design and interface aimed towards touch-based gestures, integration with many services, and cloud computing. So a cool thing that I kind of see from this is that Microsoft Office, along with Word, had like a cloud-based system or network where you can kind of save documents or load documents on, I guess, their cloud like network, and you don't have to always keep things on your device or computer or of some sort. um Also, they had touch based gestures is what they're saying, so I'm assuming that in 2013 they probably had like computers that had like a touch based compatibility like with the screen. Around this time, actually from 2013 to 2015, this was using Windows 8, so I'm pretty sure that they had touchscreen compatibility with the computers and laptops. So it makes sense that Microsoft had that kind of functionality. Also, I want to say that since it said new design and interface, I think that Microsoft is known for changing their aesthetics a lot. Well, not a lot, but like frequently when with their updates, they change the look, the color. If you actually look at the icon it does not look the same as how it used to look like. At least from the time when I was using it like back in the day. So a lot of things have changed as well with that. 2016 Office 2016 was released in September 2015. Um, and that consisted of improved security, fully optimized for touchscreen and mobile devices, and it focused on cloud integration. So, still kind of with the same, I guess like specs or update that happened in 2013, but more advanced, more updated, more kept up. So that's kind of like what I've seen so far. And this was kind of in between using Windows 8 and Windows 10. So I'm pretty sure since they were kind of moving towards Windows 10, they had to kind of update a lot of the features and stuff like that to kind of keep up with the current OS. So that's kind of what, you know, has been going on with Microsoft Word or Microsoft Office. So I hope that my multimedia message or post has not been that long, but feel free to leave any comments, questions, or concerns under the my post, and let's kind of keep this conversation going.